Hello students, this is Mr. Smith, and this video is going to show you how to fix a mistake that you make when you're recording your audio. And trust me, you will. I do it all the time when I make these. So instead of starting over completely, there's a really cool feature and tool inside of PowerDirector that allows us to just simply cut and get rid of the mistake and then continue on from there. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to give you a piece of paper for this so that you can actually say this out loud. So you're going to say, this is my first recording in digital storytelling, and I make a mistake, think this is cool. So you'll actually read all of this, and then this make a mistake part right here is we're actually going to get those three words out of there, and I'll show you how to do this. So then it'll actually say, this is my first recording in digital storytelling, and I think this is cool. That's what it'll sound like. Well, at least that's our goal. So I'm going to go back into PowerDirector, and you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to get into PowerDirector, and this is from our first digital story with the three little pigs, and this is my voiceover down here. What you're going to do is you're going to get rid of that. So we're simply going to go on there and click on it. And when I go on there and click on it, up here in the left, you see there's a little trash can. I'm going to go ahead and click on that trash can, and it'll get rid of it. So now it's gone. All right, so I'm going to record that phrase, this is my first recording in digital storytelling, and I make a mistake, think this is cool, and I'm going to show you how to get the words make a mistake out of there. So to record, I'm going to go up to the top here on the left where this little musical note is. I'm going to click on this next musical note as well, which is at the top, and then I'm going to click on voiceover is what I'm going to click on. This is now ready to record. You have a record button right here. This will both start and stop your recording. There'll be one more little button that you have to click before you start recording. So, and that's this one right here, the first audio track. The second audio track is for the music, if we put that in there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. I'm going to read that little sentence, and then I'll show you how to get rid of the words make a mistake. This is my first recording in digital storytelling, and I make a mistake, think this is cool. All right, so I can go ahead and save that now, is what I can actually do, which is just fine. I know it was short and I could possibly retake it, but let's say you're like 2 or 3 minutes into it. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to hit save, and then I can click back on, I'm going to click right on, double click on this. Nope, I'm going to go up to here on the left here. I'll click that. And then I'm going to click on here, and now I can play it. This is my first recording in digital storytelling, and I make a mistake, think this is cool. All right, so I'm going to play that one more time. I'm going to back this playhead up a little bit. I think it was around 6 seconds. Do you see how as I move it, the time right there is moving on me? So I'm going to play this again. I'm going to go up about 4 seconds. I'm going to play it again up here by clicking play. And I make a mistake, think this. All right, so it was around 6 is what it was. So I'm going to back this playhead up to about 6. And then I'm going to click on the ribbon itself, the purple ribbon. And when I do that, in the upper left corner here now, I have a few buttons. I'm going to choose this one. It looks kind of like a little knife is what it looks like. It's that one right there. It's a little X-Acto knife. I'm going to click on that. And what happened is it actually split this voiceover now into 2 spots. So I can now click on this, and you see I have 2 handles, one on each side. I can grab this handle if I want to, and I can now back up, and it'll get rid of the words the mistake. So I'm going to back it up just a little bit, and then I'm going to play it. Make a mistake. Okay, so it wasn't quite right on. So what I want to do is I want to make it just a little bit more so the word I is there. This is a little tricky, it takes a little bit of time. So I want to make sure that I hear the word I. And I make a mistake. Good. Now I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to bring that handle in, and I want to get rid of make a mistake. So I'm going to bring it to the right just a little bit. And I'm going to back it up, see how it goes. Mistake. We'll go back a little bit further. First recording in digital storytelling. Mistake. Think. Not quite right, is it? Still a little bit off. This is my first recording in digital storytelling, and just still missing the I, so I need to go back to that and make it just a little bit wider. And back up and try again. Recording in digital storytelling, and I, mistake. Good. So now I have the I. I need to get rid of a little bit more on this one. Let's see if I did it this time. Recording in digital storytelling, and I think this is cool. Not bad. So now what I need to do is I need to get rid of this gap that's in there. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to click and hold with the mouse, and I'm going to drag it over. You see how it kind of turned orange? And I'm going to drag it over to the left to make it match up. I'm going to back it up a little bit now, and I'm going to listen to the whole thing. In digital storytelling, think this is cool. Nope, just missed. Try it one more time. This is my first recording in digital storytelling, and I think this is cool. Not bad. And I could adjust it a little bit more if I wanted to, but that's essentially it. So it takes a little bit of time, takes a little perseverance. This video is a little bit longer than I thought, but this is the part that does take a little bit more time. That way you don't have to start over though every single time. So good luck with your work.